when in doubt, more pen. Before we get started with those sketchbook pages though, I happened to get a very exciting parcel in the mail the other day. I think I mentioned that I ordered new acrylic paint pens to replace my set that was starting to die in my last video, and I'm actually shocked because that parcel arrived really quickly. So, it's big, like... She's big. This is a big parcel and I'm so excited to see what's inside and play with these acrylic paint pens. I have a funny feeling there are going to be a lot more markers in this box than the last set I bought. I actually can't remember what size the last set I bought was, but this one I think had 220 pieces in it. I'm not quite sure. Let me have a look. Okay, it's 288 pieces, which, yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. So we've got acrylic markers that can apply for leather, paper, plastic, glass, wood, metal, stone, canvas, concrete, fabric. Awesome. Cool. I can't wait to open these bad boys up. I'm not... Ink system. Saying it's water-based. Strong coverage. This isn't the same, I don't think this is the same brand or the same set that I bought last time. So I'm hoping that they are actually like what they say they are. I'm not quite sure why they're calling it water-based ink, but they're saying that the color won't go through the paper. So I don't know. Okay, let's just open these up, I guess. This is one of those cases where I am slightly confused about the packaging, but let's be real, I got these like super cheap online, so who knows what we're getting, right? Okie dokie then, let's open these guys up. So we have a swatch card and another swatch card and a very hefty set. So this is going to be super duper fun to explore. I guess we might as well try and find a color and fill out a color swatch. So first thing I've noticed, these markers are a lot smaller than the marker sets that I originally have. As you can tell, the barrel is maybe 2/3 the size of this one, which is a little bit like, oh, okay, that's smaller. But the math on this works out. These were about 60 cents per marker, and this one was $1, like maybe $1 and a fraction of a cent or something like that. So I feel like for the size difference, it's not actually too bad because I didn't pay the same price for these as I did for these. So let's test the paint out on these and see how well they work. I'm gonna give these a good shake because they all need a good shake. Then I want to find this swatch. So this is 153. Okay, first initial thoughts, it is a bit sheer, but I don't actually mind that so much because the way I work with these markers and have enjoyed them is actually by layering them. So I don't mind that this has turned out a little bit sheer because I can tell that I should be able to still layer color on top of it and get it fully opaque if I want it to be, or I can keep it a little bit sheer, which is also very fun. Let's see if we can find the color next door and do this one. Gotcha. Not you, not yet. So 154, this one's supposed to be our dirty grey. Ooh. Fascinating colour. Okay, this runs a lot further than I thought it did. Oh, that's kind of frustrating. Okay, let's see if we can turn the stookie into something nice. Let's let this pumpkin dry for a little bit. It is getting far too damp, I think. That's not all I have to open, because I also went on a little journey up to Moncrief, which, if you know Canberra at all, is like all the way north. It was a trip. But I went up for a very specific reason, which is this. If you haven't guessed by now or been around on my channel for a long time, I am literally just obsessed with horses. Like, I'm a horse girl through and through. I've been riding since I was 13, which is mumble over mumble years ago. And basically horses have been in my life ever since then. And they are literally, I don't even know how to describe it. They are literally so important to me. They are a key part of my life. And when I saw this cute horse statue on Facebook Marketplace, which was exactly in my style, I had to have it. It's very cottagecore, but I won't say any more. All right, so now that I've got myself hands-free, it's pretty horse time. And I am so excited to show this piece to you. You'll have to excuse the styrofoam sounds. I know they're awful. I can't stand them myself. We're gonna open her up. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't it just so pretty? So this stunning ceramic hand-painted piece is called Serenity. And she did have a little chip on her ear just here, which is a bit sad. I am tempted to try and mend it with some ceramic mending, but the problem is I'm worried that if I make it look worse, then I might as well not bother. So I don't know. She's not quite perfect, but I think she's absolutely beautiful. And I am really pleased that she now has a home with me. I just think that this is going to be a lovely piece of decor on my art desk. I always love adding beautiful pieces to my environment. And here's the deep and meaningful thought for the day. When I'm surrounded by beauty, it just feels like it is so much easier to create beautiful things. I think it's like the fuel for my fire and my passion. I never lose my passion for creativity and art, but this kind of thing definitely helps it burn brighter. And you know what? I just think she's lovely. So let's give her a home on the art desk, shall we? It's much later in the day, and my plan for doing more than just one page in my sketchbook kind of fell apart. My baby woke up and then I had to eat lunch, I had to feed her lunch, and you know what? I just got too tired to make more art. So I thought instead I would go for a little walk, and there are some really beautiful trees just outside my window that I'm admiring right now. So maybe I can show you some of that. And hopefully the fresh air will help, and we might be able to come back and do one more page before we finish here. So let's go have a look at the gorgeous trees outside. Let's leave this to dry. And I think that's enough watercolor. And let's see how the acrylic paint pens start reacting to it now. I've picked up some of these soft blues because I was really inspired by the sky outside when we were looking at all those trees. And I'm just wondering, like, okay, do they respond? Interesting. So I'm not seeing any particularly running effect. I mean, obviously you wouldn't expect them to interact with the water the same way a water-based pigment would. I was just curious to see if the introduction of liquid added any kind of extra viscosity to the paint pens due to the way that they can be so liquid, but that doesn't seem to work that way. Huh. There you go. So learning something new. I'm loving how these look. I wonder if this is darker or lighter. Looks like it's going to be, ooh, it's going to be darker. I do love how these seem to be perfect sunset blue colors. Oh, my page is going so crinkly. I wonder if I can lean into this texture somehow, because I kind of want to do like a little bit of an odd piece, mostly just for play. And what I thought I would do is just do a little red tree down the bottom here, and then maybe some clouds, because I was kind of going for the autumn vibes that we saw outside with the really cool trees and the sunlight and stuff. So let's see if we can make it happen. I do want this tree to be more abstract, I feel. I sort of had the general shape in my head, but did I do it too far over to the bottom? Maybe I kind of want it to come over this way. I feel like the maple trees do have a sort of like very triangular, rough triangular shape, but it's kind of staggered. It's not like a filled in triangle. Honestly, I probably put too much leaf on this because that other tree that we looked at was not as thick, but I think it's also younger. So, you know, we're going to go with this is a more established maple. Well, this tree has gotten massively bigger than what I was wanting to go for. It's grown a lot. Okay, we need some lighter orange. I think the trick is to keep the lighter pieces out to the outside edge, like the sun is coming through them more, maybe. Like you can have one or two in here, but like it's mostly on that outside edge. Okay, cool. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It's nice because the tree's right there. So it's all sort of helping me guide my shape a little. I mean, I'm definitely not getting it super right, and probably anybody who paints or draws or illustrates trees for a living is going to be like, yeah, no, that looks absolutely wrong for what you're trying to do, but I'm not mad at it so far. I feel like the vibe is there, and honestly, that's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for the vibe. Cool. Okay, so they do have a little bit of green. Oh, dang it. I really feel like I should have drawn the trunk in. Just now I'm going to have to draw it in between. That's going to be complicated. Okay. Fairly dark brown. Okay, I really wish I had drawn this in first. Like, this is definitely a mistake to have to come and do it in. I think I'm making it work, but would have been better for sure if I had have done the body of the tree first, which I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, honestly, I think I just got way too excited and went ahead with the leaves, and it's like, no, you do the trunk first, then you do the leaves. Silly. Okay, but it's something. Maybe just a little bit more color over the top of it to help hide how stupid it looks. When in doubt, more pen. That'll help. Sure it will. You won't totally mess it up by like overworking it. It might actually be almost there. Don't touch it too much more because you'll overdo it. Yes! Just give it a little bit more of a oomph and a kick. Oh yeah. That's quite nice actually. Okay, so I think we're just going to add like a little wispy cloud. I I feel like we could do like a moment where we kind of trail this over here, and that would actually be a really nice way to join it all together. So I'm going to grab the yellow. Oh yeah, actually, no, I do like this. I like this idea. Yes, this is going to be so pretty. One more gold. Really teeny tiny gold. It's kind of off the page. Yep. Oh! Oh, I love it. I think we might be done. Let me show you. So, transition. Sometimes filming is so freaking hard. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing ahead of time. So I'm just trying to make stuff up and figure out if it's going to look good along the way. And then I'll look stupid. But don't we all? So, why did I open it? Well, that was that. Now, I've got to put it back in. The things we do for the video. Oh my goodness. It was in the wrong way when I pulled it out. And you couldn't see it. You could only see the back. So now I've got to put the darn thing back in the box and do the reveal again. Okay, ready.